Hello everyone, and welcome to a very short, very special episode of Experience Kills. Today, I'm joined by just the one man, Rob, and I am Ben, and we are here to talk about one thing and one thing only, and you can see it on your screens right now. It's the day we've been waiting for. The Xbox Series X and Series S have launched, and we have them in our hands. And the videos you're seeing right now are of my unboxing of both of these devices, with some pictures in there as well. And Rob, you look like you'd rather be playing on your X right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to start with hi, as you kind of just carried on there. Hello everyone, good to be back, as usual, on the best of days, at Xbox Day today, of course.
Truly, it is Xmas.
It is Xmas. Yeah, a month early, it is Xmas. But yes, essentially you are right. I want to be playing on my Series X, but what I'm currently doing instead is installing things, because mine didn't get here till quite late on this afternoon. So, yeah. So I'm just doing the waiting game now.
So what we're here to do as we talk over these videos, basically, is just discuss those initial impressions. Was it like unboxing? What was it like, getting it set up? What were your takeaways from that, that initial product experience, Rob?
Generally very, very positive. How it was packaged was really quite lovely. How they set it out in the box and that sort of thing. It was quite a big box, but how they utilised the space inside, I think, was really, really useful, or really, really good. So you had the compartment for the cables, you had the compartment for the controller, and you had the Series X itself kind of secured quite well in like the foam, the padding that they had then secured to the lid as well. It's really, really well packaged.
I loved it. The device is front and center, isn't it? It's the first thing you see. It's presented in quite a grand manner, and you're like, oh, there's some pomp, there's some circumstance to this. It feels special. It feels like you're buying a big, powerful piece of technology. Kind of surprised there wasn't a bit more pack-in stuff. There were no codes. No ultimate trials.
That did surprise me.
In either of the devices, and literally you just got two cables and a controller, and that's kind of it. The sort of manual is this weird pamphlet, which basically says use the app, and it's strange because it's got a handle on it, and I can't work out why it has a handle on it. And
I can't either. That was really weird.
I was looking at that for a while. I even spoke to my wife who did graphic design at university, and I was like, What would be the thinking here with this design? And she's like, I don't know why it has a handle. It's super strange.
Some focus group in a boardroom somewhere came up with that idea and thought it was great, and it's really not.
Handles are cool.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, so the actual industrial design, now that you've had it in your hands, it just feels like you could murder.
Weighty bit of kit.
You could murder people.
It's a weighty bit of kit, isn't it?
It's hefty. You feel like you're buying something expensive, and it's going to be powerful,
Yeah.
And it's now sat next to my TV, and it's like, oh, this is much more dominant in its appearance than the series. The One X that I had before that was there in that space, and it just. But it's also kind of innocuous as well, and it kind of just sort of blends into your thing as well. It's a strange thing. It's a bit of a kind of contradiction, isn't it, in that way? I thought, do you know what was really cool? The green on the top. So what I noticed during the unboxing in the video here, you'll see it when the camera angle is directly above it. You can't see any green because it's sort of painted on the inside. It's actually, I think, a layer of plastic on the inside of that top vent. So it's not on the bottom facing up, but it's on that inside each little circle. There's a layer of the green. So if you look at it from an angle, it's when you see the green, but from above, you don't see any.
That is my single complaint. It's a really nitpicky complaint, and I feel myself getting very PC gamery here with my nitpicky complaint with this, because I have RGB in my home PC. I really wanted that green to be lights and not just green plastic.
That's super annoying. You've got this thing next to your TV on your unit, and it's going to be fucking lit up. That's going to be distracting. No.
Not a bright light, and with options of customizability that many RGB facilities do have. I'd have liked that. But that's weird. My PC down here is lit red, gives a red glow onto my feet. And as people who are watching this on YouTube can see, I'm celebrating the occasion with green lights from my light bulbs as well.
You're festive. That's what you are. Red and green.
Festive. Exactly. Exactly.
It's Xmas!
That is my single thing, and I know that's a me thing, and I can hear the comment section just swearing at me about it already. Yeah, and no. I get it. That's fine.
Thoughts on the controller then? Thoughts on the controller, because we're keeping this brief. What do you think of that controller?
It's a lovely controller. Absolutely lovely. The texture grips and the texture triggers are brilliant. The D-pad is great.
Super clicky, huh? I was quite surprised at how clicky that D-pad was. It's very tactile in its click. I think that's an indicator of where D-pads have gone in controllers. You know, they're not the primary control input method anymore. They're much more like a separate sort of menu selector.
Yeah.
So because of that, you want a strong feedback on it, and I think that speaks to that, because predominantly you're going to be using the analog sticks for actual control method, aren't you? But yeah, I really like that. I like the fact that it does feel a little bit smaller, and it feels very comfortable in the hand. I haven't actually, I made a point of not using my Elite Series 2 yet, because I wanted to feel what these new controllers were like. But yeah, so I guess I need to move us on a little bit, because by now we've already probably are about to transition into the other video, which is my unboxing of the Series S.
Tell me about how the Series S is.
It's ridiculously small. It's insane. It's this tiny little box that again has a real heft and a weight to it. I like the sort of Arctic white or robot white or whatever, however they want to describe it. I don't know. But it's got a nice color to it, a nice heft. It's so compact. I mean, obviously there's no disk drive. You've only got the 512 internal. I haven't actually had a chance to set that up yet. You know, I have unboxed it, but I haven't set it up. But you know, it's going to be a really nice companion piece in my office. It'll just blend in, you know, to wherever you put it, because it is this tiny little thing. It's insane how small it is. But the form factor itself, the design of it, very pleasant. The unboxing was very easy. Again, front and center, very smartly presented. Same stuff inside, exactly the same stuff inside. Even the pamphlet's pretty much the same thing. I think it's just got some different graphics on it. But yeah, very nice. You know, the controller's the same but white. Nice. I'm glad I've got a black and a white controller. That's kind of cool. I'm down with that. I might even pick up one of the blue ones just to have the 3 launch colors, because it's quite a nice blue one. Well, I'm terrible. Well, you know what I've been telling you about.
By any chance?
I'm fucking electronics, man. You know, I was telling you I'm this close to buying one of the memory cards at this point. Like, I'm this close, so close to picking one up now that they're on Amazon. Quickly before we round this off, how was your delivery experience? How you're actually getting it, because there's been, we'll talk about this on the main podcast for this week, but there's been some very disappointed people where Amazon has basically reneged on its launch day promise for a lot of people for their Series X. I know I've got some actual specific friends I know who aren't receiving it today, that pre-ordered at the same time we did, and are not going to get it for a day or two, or potentially even a lot longer. And that's not great, is it?
No, it was quite anxiety filled for me, because I didn't get my dispatch notification until quite late on yesterday, so I was quite concerned. I foresaw this being a thing, this being so popular. I foresaw it, so I was quite anxiety filled until I had confirmation that it had been dispatched. Then today I didn't have an out for delivery notification, so I went through Amazon. That was my vendor, and it didn't come, and it didn't come. Then it did, and it was quite late in the afternoon, and that was when it kept getting pushed back by, I think it got pushed back by 45 minutes, like the window in total by the end of the day. And that had me a little bit on edge, just because I thought that was then get pushed into tomorrow, that sort of stuff. So anxiety filled, but lucky. I'm very grateful for the fact that I did get my thing today, and my heart does go out to those who didn't get theirs today.
Absolutely. We'll be covering more of that news very shortly on the weekend's main show, in which me, Rob, and Richard will be diving into our first week of gaming experiences here on the X and the S. But for now, that's going to be the end of this little bonus unboxing episode. I do hope you guys are enjoying your consoles on the day of reckoning of Xmas that we have today. Yeah, I can't wait to dig into this hardware fully and really really see what she can do.
Oh yes,
it's gonna be good, isn't it? So until next time, follow us at Experience Kills, give us this video a like, and please subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back soon, very very soon, with lots more next gen coverage. So until then, have a lovely evening gaming.
Ta-ta for now.